All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Thursday's live stream. All right, so I don't want to beat around the bush. I want to get started right away. So let's talk about it. So, first of all, market has been on a tear. And it looks like I was completely correct on Tuesday's live stream, what I stated, everything that I stated, as the markets continued to trudge on up higher without even caring about what the CPI report was on Tuesday. So, it seems like the market is definitely on this euphoric ride to the upside as it continues to hit and stay over the psychological whole number level at $500. And so far, this price path structure that I've kind of lazily drawn here is turning out to be correct. And so far, as we head into OPEX tomorrow, I'm clearly wondering if my drawing is going to become true and we can see a nice dip on Friday and possibly another final move up higher on Tuesday, since next week is a short week, and then we can see that complete rug pull as it sucks in the last amount of FOMO buyers and the market makers, the institutions, decide to give the nice rug pull. Now, I also mentioned about Mag 7 stocks, right? The Magnificent 7 tech mega cap leaders, stocks, whatever you want to call them, all right? And today we saw the first kind of true red flag that I was looking for, and specifically, there has been a pretty, spread of relative strength amongst the mega cap 7 stock names, especially the ones that have been leading, which have been all of them, other than Tesla, right? And so, for example, Apple today, Apple continued to really just stick right at that daily 200 SMA, and eventually broke lower for most of the early morning after market open, and then eventually later on into the day, as breadth really increased and got a lot better, or the market internals. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes here. Apple decided to have a nice push back to the upside, creating and giving us a very nice long wick here at the bottom, and I also saw a lot of good long-term option call contracts that came in to buy during this nice dip at this daily 200 SMA. So if this holds tomorrow, we might see another push up higher, and possibly we might even end up having a nice squeeze day in OPEX too. So we have our two possibilities as usual, because again, the market is a dichotomy, right? So I'm personally aiming for a move down tomorrow in the markets, but judging by how much of this market, momentum and rally has gone up to the upside, always has gone up to the upside, even with a dip like we saw on Tuesday, between Monday and Tuesday, just tells me that there are still a lot of FOMO buyers that are willing to continue to move the prices up higher and bid the price up higher until the rug is pulled out beneath them when they're least suspecting it. Okay, and so again, Mag 7 weakness today was basically what I was focusing on as I took a look at all the other different sectors. I took a look at specifically, I think maybe like 8 different sectors today. So it seems like the Mag 7 stocks were really lagging, and compared to small and mid caps, which are really helping to improve the overall market breadth for the last 2 days, including today. And Mag 7 stocks like Microsoft were not having a good day. Amazon was barely moving throughout the day, and just like with Apple, it decided to move up nicely at the end and close up higher with a nice long wick at the bottom. So again, all these Mag 7 stocks that have performed like this may or may not continue upward higher tomorrow, to give it more of that false sense that the market can continue higher. Because again, short to mid range and short term to mid perspective, I'm still expecting the markets to move down as we head into more of the official seasonal weakness into late February and into early March. So again, the maximum weakness definitely told me that I was correct in my short-term thinking, but now I need to see confirmation of that thinking that I described to you guys. Well, I kind of laid everything out on Tuesday's live stream. So make sure you guys take a look at the description box below to take a look at, to watch Tuesday's live stream. Okay, so again, with all these Mag 7 stocks, it was pretty interesting to see Tesla, which I've been actually really keying into here and kind of hawking into how this one will move. I was really glad that Tesla moved a lot today, thanks to the filings that came out about Elon Musk's position, his stake in his own company. But again, these positions were made months ago, right? Whatever activity, let me just put it generally, whatever activity happened was from months ago. So it's always interesting to see when the market, and retail especially, tends to react to that news and the filing that comes up, but it's inevitable, right? I mean, it's not like we have access to their personal trades or their selling or whatever it may be, right? So, or the general activity again of these institutional members or just overall CEOs like Elon Musk with Tesla here. But my point being is that Tesla, I've told my members and students that I'm going to be probably expecting Tesla to make a kind of an inversal move compared to the rest of its fellow peers in the Magnificent Seven group, because Tesla has been the only one that has been really struggling since the start of this year of 2024. So I think Tesla will outshine the rest of the Magnificent Seven stocks once the rug pull happens, once the actual market decides to roll over. Yes, Tesla will definitely be affected in the initial move down, but overall, longer term, I think Tesla can see really good strength, relative strength for most of this year. And so far, I think that around this area so far, between 180 to around 185, we have been seeing constant buying coming in Tesla. So it could be a potential multi-year opportunity on this dip, right? Who knows? But so far, Tesla long-term looks good. My long-term position looks great. So hopefully you guys are able to capitalize on this opportunity here. If you guys did already today, congrats. But yeah, I this is kind of the relationship that I want to see with Tesla and the other Magnificent Seven stocks. And currently, we were seeing that today for most of today, other than the rest half of the day today. So, it's pretty interesting to see really spread out relative strength amongst all the other tech leaders. And it's really interesting to also remember that all the tech leaders have reported their earnings, right? And if the market does decide to roll over, the market doesn't have enough support. It won't have enough support from the Magnificent Seven stocks because their ER reports are done, right? They're done. Whatever great numbers or great reactions that we're wanting to see is done, and or are done. And the stocks will almost always will move in tandem with the overall markets. That's also what I mentioned in Tuesday's live stream. So I really want to see the leaders absolutely diving lower if the market decides to roll over after OPEX on Friday tomorrow. And I really want to see, once the leaders become really weak, I want the rest of the sectors, especially like the defensive sectors, to also move down as well on that big initial move down. Now, when I'm talking about a big move down, just as a review, guys, I'm not looking for a market crash, right? People are always thinking that, if someone's bearish during a bull market, the market is going to crash. That is not the case. We have moved so much to the upside since 2024. I mean, that's all I have to say there, right? And also October's lows of last year. So, SPY in itself, I'm still looking just simply that range between 5 to 10% correction, or minimum 4% from anywhere, right? I just want to see a pullback in the markets because we are getting extended every single day that we head up higher, right? And again, that just means that the buying momentum is still there. The market action is strong, and there's nothing that we can really be too bearish about other than waiting for that official move lower into the seasonal weakness. So I want you guys to continue to monitor the Magnificent Seven stocks and just overall tech leaders, and just definitely keep your eyes on Nasdaq, especially because if Nasdaq has been the leader in this run up, it's definitely going to be the leader in the way down. So they will definitely make the move first, and SPY will shortly come up with them and start moving lower. And eventually, I will want to see a pivot, an official pivot, somewhere in mid to late March. Ideally for me, it'll be late March, just like what we're seeing here right now. It seems like we're trying to head into this window of weakness into late February. And so, the time of the time of weakness really has a very, very small window. Especially with next week being a very short week, since Monday is a holiday, if you guys didn't know. So it'll be a perfect opportunity for the market makers to completely suck in these FOMO buyers for one last time and then completely pull the rug out beneath them in the short week, right? They'll catch them off guard. So we also have one big earnings that everyone has their eyes on, NVIDIA, next week. So possibly that could be the top, who knows, right? But overall, I think the market here has been on an absolute tear, that's for sure. Very, very bullish. We love to see that long term. Definitely tells us that 2023 to 2026 are the years to be active, like I've been saying for all of 2023, and I started saying it in late 2022 if you guys have been following me, right? I can only repeat myself so much, right, for everyone to understand. So, hopefully you guys have been following exactly what I've been saying. You guys have been using my guidance to correctly, and hopefully you guys have been applying that guidance and information correctly as well. So, SPY, definitely, I know this is a very crude drawing of a price path structure, but this can definitely happen as we head into OPEX tomorrow, and especially PPI. If you guys don't remember, for December's CPI and PPI, it was very funny because CPI was hotter than usual, than expected, and, I think I said that right. CPI, headline CPI and core CPI were harder than expected, and PPI was still showing signs that inflation was cooling, or overall inflation was cooling. And so we kind of had this lopsided view, kind of a bullish and bearish perspectives on inflation itself. And so it'll be pretty interesting to see if that happens again for January's PPI tomorrow morning. So I'm probably thinking that January's PPI is not going to be a reason for the market to sell off, and rather than PPI, I really don't think on a second thought it's not going to be a market mover, and OPEX will most likely be the large market mover after tomorrow, so come Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Okay, so OPEX can definitely open up more weakness tomorrow, maybe near the close, but if we don't see that, then definitely we need to shift our perspective and our time range into next week, which is a short trading week. Hey, what's up, guys? I see that more people are joining in now. Right, so that's kind of my short-term outlook so far for tomorrow, especially, and into the last week of February. So, I want everyone to take it easy. Don't go too crazy. All right, that's something that you want to avoid, and especially if you guys are going to be looking to get short, do not go crazy with the short. Okay, so far I've advised my private members and students to always remember to hedge, which is what we did. We've been hedging for this entire month while having more long positions. So we're net long with hedges. So, that's personally what I've done. Hopefully my members have done that as well. I've been advising them for the last 2 weeks. So It's critical that you guys understand that hedges are supposed to be insurances. If they work, awesome. If they don't work, even better, because obviously we are net long, net directionally long, right? But to be honest, with the technical analysis that I've done, I'm hoping that I'm able to trim out and take out some longs as we head into this small window of weakness that is currently what the market is facing now, especially if OPEX does not give us that sell-off that we want to see into the close, right? Or even into next week. So I really want the hedge to work out in the I guess in the sense that once I'm able to cut out a lot of long positions, I can hold on to these long-term hedges since, I guess I can tell you guys now, it's been quite some time, but I have positions, call positions on SQQQ and SPXS with a great amount of time left, right? One of them is in March expiration and one of them is in April expiration. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. You can have really good conscience into OPEX tomorrow, knowing that you are protected with your hedges, right? And remember, hedges aren't supposed to be giving you profits, especially when you're net directionally long. It's supposed to make sure that you are lessening your potential losses on those long positions or profits that's been kind of being shaved away as the price moves lower, and really just give you a small dent in your overall account with those hedges, right? You have to think of it like that, right? Insurance that you don't want to use, but hopefully it comes useful when it's needed, right? When the opportunity comes, when the market decides to roll over. So again, hedges have been working perfectly the last, especially I can use a reference point here on Tuesday, and I even shaved off some of my hedges here on SQQQ, especially because I was really heavy on SQQQ, because again, who's going to lead the roll over? NASDAQ, right? The overall tech sector will lead the move down as usual. So on Tuesday, my losses on the day and I opened were literally almost break even, right? It was literally almost break even thanks to my hedges, right? So I would tell you guys again, be careful with your hedges. It's not an official position. Expect those hedges to go to zero, right? It's only insurance that you don't want to use, like car insurance, right? But you need to have as we're heading into more of the seasonal weakness. So, today I also told my members in the private Discord community that I have re-added onto my SPXS and SQQQ to get ready for the potential move lower after OPEX. So, hopefully that's a good warning sign to you guys all. And yeah. Hey, Adriana, what's up? Oof, you missed out on quite a lot. I've actually was just about to finish with my market summary and analysis and what you guys should be looking at and expecting tomorrow and into next short week. But hey, Adriana, as you guys always know, well, everyone that's watching right now, you guys know that you guys should always be going back to this recording of the live stream or any of the live streams in the past and really just watching from the beginning to the end, because I'm always trying to provide you guys with the utmost amount of value on these live streams, especially with information that's applicable. Okay, and so if you guys have been really enjoying the information tonight as well, and the potential guidance that could really help you guys out to navigate the markets in the next couple of days, including tomorrow, please smash that like button down below. It really, really, truly helps. And if you guys have anyone that you guys knows who trades, who invests, you guys can share YouTube, my YouTube channel here at Charts Focus One, or Instagram profile, or Twitter. Okay, it really helps out. I don't do any type of marketing. I just try to put out as much valuable and clear-cut information that everyone can use to really navigate the markets, right? And yes, I'm really just trying to self-promote here, but hey, this is all I do, right? I don't do paid advertising. I don't do anything like that, right? I just like to help everyone around me, help the traders out there, you guys, be able to navigate the markets in a professional way, in the way that maybe market makers are are doing as well, which is the reason why I talked about market makers a lot this week with Tuesday's live stream and including tonight's live stream. So again, guys, I really thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for always liking my live streams, my videos, responding to my Instagram stories, getting my book, anything that could really support what I do here. So if you guys really want to dive deeper with me personally, look to DM me, because I'll be providing you guys with a little discount surprise if you guys want to join the private Discord community and become a private member of the CFO Swinger Watch newsletter. Okay, so it's really amazing how much of support that I've gotten over the past 2.5 to 3 years since I've started Charts Focus One. So again, thank you guys so much. Your support really means a lot to me. So make sure you guys are always smashing that like button, subscribe, and share as much as possible. That'll be awesome. Adrian said I will go back and watch it. Awesome. So yeah, guys, I kind of want to finish it off on a high note. I want to keep it a nice, short, sweet live stream here, and hopefully you guys are prepared. I've been giving you guys that warning sign to always be hedged during these trying times of the market. And yeah, if you guys again want to become a member, which I highly recommend, where you have personal direct access to me, make sure you guys DM me on Instagram. I have a special little discount surprise for you guys. It's a forever discount for you, and you guys would be surprised. Again, it's a surprise. All right. Okay, so hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night, and hopefully you guys have a great rest of your week, and good luck tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching.